Hey everybody, Massman84, and today we will be talking about the Pokemon anime. Out of all the mediums from the Pokemon franchise, the anime is easily my favorite. It's a show I've watched nearly my entire life, so I'm ultra excited to talk about it today. This video will mostly be about the Gen 8 anime, but I will be talking about previous seasons if need be. There will be spoiler talk, so if you don't mind that, well, stick around. Also, because this is anime, I'd rather not get all out attacked by ShowPro, aka the people who make these anime shows. I won't be showing much anime footage throughout the entire video, so mostly you'll be getting gameplay from the best game ever made in the background. With all that being said, let's get started. The anime has been around for over 20 years now, and for the most of the show's lifespan, it's followed a certain format. You have Ash with a starter Pikachu, the one female companion, and the one gym leader. Ash and his friends travel through Enter-Generational region here, where Ash's goal is to collect Enter-Regional collectibles here to compete in Enter-Regional League here. It's not surprising when viewers drop the show seeing how predictable and samey the anime is, even if every region has its own set of bells and whistles. However, the new anime breaks that format and takes its own path, which got me immediately hooked when I decided to watch it one day. That's primarily why I'm making this video. Maybe you've watched the anime in the past and stopped because you have gripes with it, or maybe the show just never clicked with you. Well, I'm here to gush about Pokemon 2019, aka Pokemon Journeys, the crazy amount of potential it has, and why I love it oh so much. A Pokemon Master. That's been Ash's goal from the very start. What does that truly mean? To be the very best like no one ever was? To catch 'em all? Well, that title is somewhat vague. A stigma the Pokemon anime always had until recently was Ash losing the regional Pokemon League all the time. Whether it being overpowered nobody trainer getting shoehorned out of nowhere, Ash forgetting his protagonist plot armor at home or something, or just losing to complete idiots. It's what gets his fanbase pissed off, myself included, when he gets cheated from a W. I still get PTSD to this very day when I hear a Japanese dude scream, "Blastoban!" from the top of his lungs. It just gets to me, man, it really does. With Ash losing in the finale all the time implies that if he ever does win a regional, his character arc is over, and the anime cannot continue. I never agreed with this mindset, and the anime can continue if he ever did win a league, and there's 3 workarounds that they could possibly do. Not saying these are the only 3, but I'm just giving 3 examples. Use other characters. As much as I love Ash, if him being the main character for this long has become such an issue for the writers, the anime has so many other characters to work with. But what other characters could the anime use? I wonder. Oh, that's right, Ash has a ton of companions! Pokemon Chronicles, a spin-off from the anime that takes place right after Master Quest, the finale of the Johto region, and it's not centered around Ash at all. We get episodes about Misty with the Cerulean Gym, Tracy getting thrown into the mix, even Brock defending his own gym. There's even an episode about Gary's new path being a Pokemon professor. But wait, there's more! Even though Pokemon Chronicles has ended for a long time now, ever since the Diamond and Pearl series, the Japanese version of the anime will get specials featuring Ash's friends of said region once it ended. So you see what they've been up to after the saga is over. Those episodes are really enjoyable, even from a character I despise entirely. Honestly, if you haven't watched them yet, you should give them a shot. But wait! There's even more! Why stop at Ash's friends when he's had a lot of rivals over the years too, you know? Seeing what they're up to, there's so many characters in the anime. You have so much, again, I can't stress enough, so much to work with. You can even use characters that aren't even directly tied to Ash either. The Champion League. Do not mistake this for the Regional League. During the Sinnoh arc, the anime introduced the Champion League. The prerequisite to enter a Champion League is that you need to win the Regional League. So if you win the Hoenn League, you're allowed to enter the Hoenn Champion League. That's the tournament where you can fight the Elite Four. If you trounce them all, you get to battle the champion. I'm not 100% sure if you need to fight the other Regional League champions before you get to battle the Elite Four, because the anime never bothered to explore this concept. Because almost 10 years after this idea was introduced into continuity, Ash never won a regional, because he kept losing to random power-crept characters. At this point in time, Ash has won the Alola League, but we'll get to that in a bit. Go traveling anyway. Let's just say, for argument's sake, Ash wins a league prior of going to Alola. Just because Ash becomes a regional champion does not mean he has to stay in one location the entire time. We see multiple times in the anime other characters with a certain occupation traveling to other places for whatever reason they want. You have gym leaders not being present at their gyms because of training or whatever other duties or personal reasons they want time away. Fantina, from the Sinnoh region, just decides not to be around, and we literally have Ash traveling with other gym leaders. In the Black and White saga, we see Cynthia and Unova participating in exhibition matches outside her region or just vacationing. So there's no real excuse to have Ash shackled or end his tail when he happens to win a Pokemon League. So why? Why am I bringing up this stigma of Ash never winning a Pokemon League? Because of some crazy twist of fate, he managed to actually take a victory, and that is huge. Honestly, ever since Ash lost in Kalos with an exclusive Pokemon that only worked for him, I thought this would never happen. For some context, I have not watched the Pokemon Sun and Moon anime in its entirety. I was on and off, but mostly off when viewing that show, and stopped watching around episode 54, somewhere around there. Sun and Moon never really vibed with me. I did tune in during the league itself with the lowest of expectations. Even if the Alola League had quite frankly the easiest prerequisite and oddest way to funnel most of its trainers in Pokemon League history, a league win is still a league win, and Ash managed to do just that. So here's where I thought Ash's anime journey was going to truly end. I started to believe this idea more because around the time the Alola League was airing in Japan, we were getting rumors of the new designs for the new anime. And it all just screamed reboot to me. With a Pikachu backstory as a Pichu, because why wait that long to give a Pikachu origin story from an anime that's been going on for 20 years? With that thought in my head and losing faith in the Pokemon games itself, I paid zero attention to Pokemon 2019 when it first aired. Fast forward to February, and I don't remember what the catalyst was that gave me an itch to watch the Pokemon anime, but I did, and it was glorious. A revitalizing breath of fresh air. It hooked me immediately. Excluding the Pikachu origin episode, episode 2 is a fantastic opening to introduce the new season. I like to think having Lugia there was a nice contrast to the very first Pokemon episode ever, where Ash and Pikachu saw Ho-Oh. Lugia just brought all the action to the table, and seeing all the trainers going at the Guardian of the Seas just hyped me up. The animation is incredible. I cannot express how good it is. Even though I believe Pokemon X and Y has the best overall art style, Pokemon Journeys' art style is like X and Y. Sun and Moon had a love egg child in the Pokemon daycare in broad daylight, and it just mashes so well, it just works! I just love the way the anime managed to get Ash and his new companion Go together. It's just funny and quite charming how their passion for a legendary Pokemon got them to cross paths. Now here's where Pokemon Journeys really stands out compared to the rest of the anime, and it gives itself its own identity with 3 key components. Ash and Go get recruited by Professor Cerise in Vermilion City to become special lab assistants. On the surface, this sounds very boring, but in actuality, it's a job where they go interact with all of the Pokemon in the world. Pokemon of the world! This is the first time, with a few exceptions, that the anime isn't restricted to one region. There's more possibilities within the same season to see different areas of the Pokemon world, and that's great. Especially since Ash has been to almost every region, it gives the show a nice blend between Ash and Go, where the former is the more seasoned traveler, being Ash, and the latter is experiencing it for the very first time, which is Go. The second key component is battling. Pokemon Journeys keeps the dynamic battle animations that Gen 6 and Gen 7 delivered. Remember early in the video where I briefly talked about the Champions League? Well, Pokemon Journeys introduces something completely different, which in my opinion is a much better alternative, and I'm super duper hyped for. The Pokemon World Championships. It's just like a ranking ladder in Pokemon Showdown if you ever played that, or the story mode in Pokémon Tournament. It's exactly that. There's 4 different classes in the World Tournament. The normal class ranking from 1000 and below, the super class ranking from 100 to 999, the Hyper class ranking from 9 to 99, and the Master class, that is the top 8 in the world. Your rank is determined by your win-loss ratio. Figured. At the end of every season, the Master class trainers all fight in a tournament to see who will be crowned the strongest trainer on the planet. So none of your titles, notable wins, or trainer profession matters when you sign up. Just your rank and nothing more. Unlike other seasons of the anime, this widens Ash's scope to fight different trainers immensely. You have to remember this World Championship isn't exclusive to only Kanto. Because Ash and Go will be traveling all over the world, we'll be getting lots of battle variety, specifically of different region Pokemon. It's neat how battle challenges stay true to the Pokemon games in a sense. With the Rotom smartphones, you get a notification anytime a trainer in the same class as you is nearby and you can challenge them. It's kind of like when trainers make eye contact in the games. A battle begins! The third key component is catching Pokemon. Ash's new companion Go is clearly a reference to the mobile game Pokemon Go, where you go outside and catch Pokemon in real-world locations. In the first season of the anime, it was implied that Ash was going to try and catch them all, but that idea quickly faded away. Go's dream is to catch every single Pokemon leading up to Mew, meaning we'll see the most variety of Pokemon ever this season. I'm curious to see how far the writers will go with catching them all. A trainer having a legendary or mythical Pokemon on their team is exceedingly rare, not only because they're hard to find, but are also very powerful. Pokemon Journeys is hands down the best anime opening season for a new generation to buckle down and get down to business. More specifically, continuity-wise for Ash. Anytime Ash started a new journey in the past, the writers always nerf him and his Pikachu. It's frustrating because it shouldn't make any sense plot-wise with all the battle growth and experience they've been through together. Like how Pikachu can fight to a standstill with a Latios, but still lose to level 5 Snivy a few episodes later? Screw you, Black and White! But in Pokemon Journeys, Pikachu is as strong as it should be, and Ash kicks it into high gear immediately. Ash's quick wit outside the box, unpredictable battle style is why I love watching him battle so much. It always keeps me in suspense on what he'll do next. Combine that with battle strategies that you've seen him use in the past on top of that, yes! Give me more! This is the continuity of Ash I've been craving for. Now let's backpedal a bit and talk about Pikachu's moveset. During the Kanto Battle Frontier, Pikachu learned the electrifying Volt Tackle. Volt Tackle is a move exclusive to the Pichu family, and the anime did it justice, no doubt. Unfortunately, Black and White being Black and White, kicked that move to the curb just to replace it with Electro Ball, which I always found lame. In Sun and Moon, during a battle against Team Rocket, Pikachu forgot Electro Ball and learned Electro Web instead. I wasn't actively watching the anime at the time, and when I did hear about this, I pretty much groaned and thought that was super lame too. However, the move itself and how it's used really grew on me. And in my opinion, I think this is Ash's Pikachu's best moveset to date. Although you can't really compete with Volt Tackle's raw power, Electro Web is just way too versatile. For attacking, for defending, for trapping, heck, even for movement. The move is just fantastic in the anime. Add that with Quick Attack for speed, Iron Tail for some hard physical damage of Pikachu's most flexible body part, and the signature Thunderbolt, you have yourself a winner. In previous sagas of the anime, Ash would only catch new Pokemon of said generation and nothing else. Sometimes there would be cases where he does catch an older generation Pokemon, but their evolution would be from the newest one anyway, so that didn't really matter. Meaning, if Ash missed out on a cool older gen Pokemon, you were out of luck since catching it would never happen. But wow, Ash's team right now is bonkers! Ash's Mr. Mime, also known as Mimey, absolutely shocked me. And here I thought Mimey was going to be another joke Pokemon like Oshawott, but this cheeky guy threw hands, and I was flabbergasted the entire time. I didn't know a Mr. Mime was capable of this! Ash catches a Dragonite. A Dragonite! That's insane, and honestly, well deserved for the type of trainer he is. Unlike some other little kids from this franchise I know of. Ash's Dragonite is just a good boy, or girl. Don't really know the gender of it, but I hope it participates in a lot more battles coming soon. Ash catches a Gengar. The first ghost Pokemon he's ever obtained, and no, Haunter does not count. That Gengar put in a lot of work in its debut battle, and I can't wait to see it more. Lastly, Ash gets a baby Pokemon from the Sinnoh region, Riolu. I am glad this happened. Not only is Lucario one of the most popular Pokemon ever, Ash has had many moments of the Riolu line, and it's been established Ash radiates positive aura energy with how passionate he is for Pokemon and for battling. His Riolu is quite stubborn and very green, but has a strong drive, so I'm looking forward to its future growth going forward. At the time of this video, that's Ash's current team so far. I would love if he could swap in some of his older Pokemon, and I'm very curious what else he will catch going forward. A nice change of pace is that Ash's team is not rocking a traditional fire, water, grass starter, or the regional Route 1 bird. The icing on the cake for Pokemon Journeys is its music. The Pokemon anime always had bangers. Whether it be something completely original that gets composed, or just anime remixes from the video games. Pokemon 2019's music slaps! The soundtrack combined with the well-choreographed anime battles had me in absolute awe. I fell in love when I heard the music kick in when Pikachu was fighting Mighty Yena in the Battle Frontier Flute Cup. The music composer of the Pokemon anime this time around is Yuki Hayashi, the same guy who does the music for My Hero Academia. No wonder I love it so much, that guy's a musical genius! While on the topic of music, I do have some gripes about the Pokemon anime in general. When it comes to voice preference for anime, I always prefer to watch it in my native language, which is English. I'm more of a dub guy than a sub guy. If you're a longtime fan of the Pokemon anime, you might see where I'm going with this. I grew up watching the English dub, and recently my preference has shifted to the Japanese dub, aka English subbed. Why, you may ask? Well, it's not because of the English voice actors. All of the voice actors do a fantastic job, even though I sometimes feel a voice doesn't fit a certain character, or how Ash has been getting higher pitched season by season, but I'm getting a bit off track. From 1997 up until 2006, the North American version of the anime was licensed by 4Kids Entertainment. From 2006, when the Battle Frontier debuted in the West up until the present, the North American version of the anime is licensed by our good old friends, the Pokemon Company International, TPCI. Now here's the ball kicker. Pokemon X and Y in the West debuted in 2013. Of course, Japan is months ahead in episodes, so I watched the series subbed first, then waited for all the dubbed episodes afterwards. Rewatching all of those episodes in the dub was a big mood killer. I don't know what's going on in the West, but for some bizarre, unclear reason, the dub loves removing fit-in music from their show. They are taking away the Pokemon music from the Pokemon show. I'm sorry, what? Why are you doing this? It's very odd because, again, the license in the West changed since 2006, but they decide 7 years later to tamper with the soundtrack, which just interferes with the experience altogether. I get turned off immediately when I hear the dub's bland, filler, xylophone, flute music playing when a heated battle is going on. I'm watching Pokemon, just give me my Pokemon music. What makes it more frustrating is that they'll sometimes play Pokemon music, then cut it off later with their bland, out-of-place flutes. If I didn't love X and Y so much, there's no way I would have survived rewatching that series again in English. And quite sadly, this trend for the dub doesn't end here. It continues that trend all the way through Sun and Moon, and currently through Pokemon Journeys right now. At the time of this video, there's only 12 episodes of the English dub, so I went to go rewatch some of my favorite episodes. When I heard that filler music playing in Ash's battle against Hodge, aka the Mighty Yena and Hariyama trainer, it just made me sad. Negatives aside, I cannot stress how invigorating Pokemon Journeys truly is. There is clearly a lot of love put into this anime, and can be enjoyed from Pokemon fans both old and new, and I can't recommend it enough. I will be making more videos on Pokemon Journeys because I can. I won't be covering every episode though, just the ones that really capture my attention or give me enough to talk about. If there's ever any topics you would like me to cover in the future, feel free to comment down below. Thank you all for watching, and sayonara.